Well, good evening. The anticipation is building tonight as Arizona voters wait to learn which of their candidates will come out on top in the midterm election.
Almost all of the top races are too close to call as opponents play tug of war for first place. We're covering the latest developments from all angles tonight, but first we want to get to Team 12's Jonathan McCall, who's breaking down the latest ballot drop. Jonathan?
Yeah, Mark Caribe, here's what we know. In the last few hours, Maricopa County dropping some 62,000 ballots. These were mail-in ballots submitted in over the weekend. Want to show you right now where things stand when we talk about the governor's race. Katie Hobbs still holding on to her lead, a very slim margin, about 13,000 votes on top of Kari Lake right now at 49.7. This is a race that has caught a lot of attention. At one point, the lead in this race, Katie Hobbs, was just down to some 4,000 votes. But obviously with that drop from Maricopa County earlier this evening, has been able to widen that lead a little bit as well. Another key race that folks closely watching tonight, the race for U.S. Senate between Mark Kelly and Blake Masters. Right now, Kelly on top, 95,000 votes on Masters. This is another race because this really could control the U.S. Senate. Right now, there are three seats that are still undecided. This race, the one in Nevada and the one in Georgia between Raphael Warnock and Herschel Walker, that race now headed to a runoff. So this race really is very key to determining who will control the Senate. Again, Mark Kelly up 95,000 votes right now on Blake Masters, again widening his lead. He's actually been leading pretty much all day, anywhere from 80 to 90,000 votes. Another key race we're following tonight, Secretary of State Adrian Fontes, now up nearly 90,000 votes on his Republican challenger Mark Finchem, and he has been having a sizable lead like many of the Democrats all day long. He's now leading by nearly 90,000 votes, and that has been his margin as well pretty much all throughout the day, anywhere from 85,000 to 90,000 votes where he has been for the majority of the day. But the real interesting race that most of us have been really paying close attention to here in Arizona has been the race for Attorney General. This really has gone back and forth all day. We know that Chris Mays, along with every other Democrat, jumping out to that early start yesterday evening, jumping out. But those ballots overnight, that ballot drop overnight, closing the gap for Republicans. At one point, Abraham Hamadeh actually was leading this race, and he was actually leading it by a very slim margin. I think 47 votes at one point. But again, now Mays up 4,200 votes. A day after this election night, the two women looking to become Arizona's next governor, not holding any public appearances, but still making time to talk to their constituents. Democratic candidate Katie Hobbs on Twitter tonight, urging folks to stand firm until every ballot has been counted and letting local officials do their jobs without fear or interference. That's a tweet from Katie Hobbs earlier tonight. Meanwhile, her Republican rival, Kari Lake, appearing on Fox News tonight, confident about her chances of victory.
Well, I feel 100% certain I'm going to win. The question is, how big will that win be?
And Lake also talked about the debacle with the elections here in Maricopa County and says she plans to call a special session to discuss it if she is indeed elected. So we'll see if Democrats are able to hold on to their leads in the coming days. Mark Caribe.
All right, Jonathan, thanks. Arizona.